I think my question is just for Mike. Could you go over your current tattoos, and do you plan on getting any more?
Actually, yeah. So I have Pac-Man, obviously, which I got after I drew it on Gabe. Like, I got tired of people asking if I had the Pac-Man tattoo, so eventually I had to get it. So that actually goes up over my shoulder, but it's a snake and a monkey. I was born in the year of the snake, and my son Gabe is the year of the monkey. And it's funny that you should ask about new ones, because my son Noah is a tiger, and I'm heading over at the end of the month to get a tiger down the rest of my forearm. So I'll have me and both my boys on my arm.
Nice. Awesome.
And then I have the terrible first tattoo that you always have to get on the back of my leg, but
so
I don't want to talk
rad.
about that.
You know what it is?
Shut up.
It's a heart wreathed in thorns.
You gotta start somewhere.
Thank you.
Have you started your zombie prep yet?
Actually, we have some weapons in the office.
Well, yeah.
My friend Tom Morris is a tattoo artist in Spokane, where both of us grew up. Tom had done my first couple tattoos, and when I moved to Seattle, I decided that I wanted to get the beginnings of my sleeve, right? And I mailed Tom and said, who can you recommend here in Seattle that could do a nice, I told him what I wanted. And he said, there's no one that can do it, you have to come over here. And and you met Tom, right? You listened to Tom when he told you to do stuff.
We can get my nieces to babysit.
I keep talking about this. Parents don't babysit. Grandparents don't babysit.
My parents do.
That's their damn job. They don't. Babysit implies there's some money that
Right.
exchanges hands.
They get paid in kisses and hugs.
There you go. See. Yeah.
I'll give you a call.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah.
No
I should
crying.
be hurting until noonish.
All right. Well, Gabe wants to see a little bit of it, so should we be here around 11:30 then? All right.
Let him know there might be blood.
Oh, there'll be blood.
All right. Both of us knew Tom, but in different ways.
Right.
I knew Tom because the comic book shop that I used to hang out in, Gorilla Bob's, when I was a kid, he used to hang out there too. He was friends with the owners. And they had a big table in the back where they would just all sit and draw. I eventually got up the guts to sit down at the table and draw with them. And rather than, do what I think most people would have done in Tom's position and tell this, stupid kid to get out of here or just, leave me alone, he was amazing. Like, he was super cool to me and always gave me tips, really good advice, stuff that I still think about, The tattoos are special to me. Like, they're me and my boys, and getting them from Tom is special to me. Like, it's all like a ritual thing. People were asking me, like, have you seen the tiger yet? I'm like, no, I won't see it till he's ready to draw it on my arm. And they're like, that's a lot of trust.
Well, unless you've known somebody your whole life.
Yeah.
You have a very tight bond with your tattoo artist, so it's not like getting a lot of other services where you might go in and just pay a guy some money and he does something and you leave. Everybody I know who's ever had a tattoo knows their tattoo artist fairly well. So the ritual component comes in where you're seeing a friend you haven't seen in a long time, and then you have this very emotional experience together where he's causing you pain. And you're getting something etched permanently on your body that he drew. So it's definitely an interesting experience.
I knew Tom sort of through Mike, but more through another friend, Jake, where we used to role play. And I can remember him drawing like a Rakshasa, the Tiger Man. And he was drawing this entire face with this incredible texture, but he was doing it all with individual dots. And he was doing it with a big pen. And then eventually the dots were a Tiger Man. If you can't draw, like watching someone draw is really hypnotic.
I mean, the thing about Tom is like, and I guess it comes from tattooing, is you put it down and it's done. You can't erase, right?
Yeah.
I would spend hours fiddling over these pencil drawings, and eventually he would just take the pencil out of my hand and put a pen in my hand to just draw. Fuck it, just draw.
I never could have imagined him looking like this. Like,
Well, you couldn't have until your arm walked in here.
yeah,
You had to be connected to it, dude.
it's beautiful.
You like it?
I love it.
Cool.
I
We'll
love
knock
it.
it out here in just a second.
Okay. That's fucking sick, right? I love the tongue coming out. That's Noah right there. Yeah, well, you guys are gonna get me crying again. People ask me like, I mentioned I was driving over here for this, and like, why would you drive so far to get a tattoo? And it's like, this is fucking why.
People don't understand what the fuck they're talking about.
No, they don't.
If you ask anybody who has tattoos, if there's a story behind everyone, I'm sure that 99% of them are. It's a real visual iconography. You can have, your meaningful tattoos, and each one says something that's very personal and very meaningful to you. I have an emblem for each of my kids. My husband has the same tattoo, and this one I'm the most proud of. When people ask or comment on it, no, that's a great tattoo, and I'm like, yeah, these are my kids. This was my tattoo for my husband, so this is my love tattoo, and this one's for my dad, who just passed away, and so this one is a feeling of being my daddy's little girl. So everyone elicits a very different emotional response.
My tattoos are my family, right? Erica's tattoos are art and games.
Design.
Design. Just what's important to you.
I have New Jersey. My family and I spent summer in Jersey every year, so it's very near and dear to my heart. I really enjoyed it there. And so there's a little heart at the southmost tip, which is where Cape May and Wildwood are, and that's where we spent our time. My Lorem Ipsum one is probably the funniest one, just because the irony is that it's supposed to be placeholder, so it's the irony of placeholder text on a permanent tattoo. And I have Tank Girl. I really identified with Tank Girl when I was in high school and stuff, and so that's why I got that one. I think I look at tattoos differently than a lot of people do. A lot of people get caught up with the idea of something that is permanent. They cannot fathom what would I get that I would definitely want for the rest of my life. And I don't think about it that seriously. I see it as a living scrapbook. When I'm 70 years old, it's not like I'm gonna be sitting there reading Tank Girl. But I'll be able to look at my arm and be like, I was so into Tank Girl when I was a teenager or something. It's just it's like milestones in your life.
I want one, but Mike says that I will never do it. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I do want one. That's an interesting one, huh? There's a different flavor back there.
You always forget how much it hurts. The thing about them is they're super addictive. Once you get one, you are hungry for more. There's just something about every person I've talked to that's been the case. And everyone agrees that a couple weeks afterwards, once it's healed, you don't remember the pain. And then when you sit down and a needle comes into your arm, you're like, oh, that's right, it hurts really bad. Really, really bad.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Is that bone there? Is that my elbow or something? Because I feel it everywhere. I feel it You're just smiling. Look at him. He's so happy. What did you do? Okay, hold on. Swallow my gum. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that, Tom?
That is a tree branch. I swallowed my gum.
No, don't do it anymore there.
You just about killed me.
Don't do it anymore there. He doesn't have to go on that part.
I gotta draw the connection to that. And then we won't go anymore over there.
Oh God, I fucking just cut that part out. I'll punch you in the. I'm gonna punch you. I want to punch somebody in the fucking face. Oh my God.
Everyone has a different level of pain tolerance, and I don't know, they say women have a higher pain threshold than men in general. I do not find it particularly painful, but maybe some people like Mike do.
Oh, you are a son of a bitch, aren't you? Oh. That's a tender spot, guys. Right there on the wrist. Thanks. That's getting me excited. Thank you. That's what I needed.
How'd you get taller?
This is my friend Tom.
Say hi.
How are are you?
He's putting Daddy in a lot of pain.
He's drawing on my arm.
It's not so bad.
No.
But you want to see him squeal? Watch this.
It's just such a beautiful piece now, especially
Well, put it on your Facebook if you want to.
Yeah, oh, I will.
But that's my thing, you know. The joy for me is in our friendship and doing the piece, and then the rest is yours. I don't need it.
Wow.
It's all ego, man. I'll try and do a better one tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
When we were there, you saw how emotional it was, right? Like, getting tattooed to me is very important, and having someone who's special to me do it is part of the process.
See you next time.
Okay.
Love it. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. It really means a lot to me.
Me too.
Yeah, you gonna want to get some tattoos when you're older? No, not so much. We'll see.